Bowl has had its moments over the years, from ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Powell, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rose.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Straight ahead, it's Clark. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Wesco. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Running inside, it's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 40. But he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Davidson. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Fires to the tight end. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Clemson! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hits inside. It's Clark. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sellers. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Sellers. Shoots it to the left.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Clark. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Quick give, it's Clark. Turning it on! Inside the 30. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Sets his feet. It's Sellers. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Throwing, Sellers. Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Davidson. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll give it to Johnson. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Brown. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. They're all over it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Wiggles free. A shot toward the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Davidson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rides to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third down situation.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right side, it's Brown. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. Here's Sellers to throw. Taking a shot. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power. No. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Under pressure. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he gets rid of it.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Throwing Sellers. Look out! Swatted away and broke broken up. A great play there by the DB. Long way to go on second down. Using his legs, it's Clark. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Sellers. Out wide right, it's Hunt. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. Rush is on. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Davidson. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Brown. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 23 team, the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's the Volunteers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's loose. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And here comes the offense on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time and try to get their offense the football back?
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. Pulls it in. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, South Carolina. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
That makes the score South Carolina 35, Clemson 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Here's the give off the left side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Second down to the air. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Moore. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to keep it in the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to make magic with his feet. At midfield, he's got room. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Left side is Harbor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Motion from the back. Sellers. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Unloads to the right. That's caught by Wesco. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on fourth down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking downfield, it's Duckworth. Under pressure, and it's a sack.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Extending the play. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Hits inside. It's Howell. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Makes a move. Can they catch him? second. Special teams proving to be special. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Well, guys, we told you the defensive front would be the story of the game, and it has been. They have been relentless getting after the quarterback in control of that line of scrimmage. Guys just ran over the sideline after that last sack and said, they can't hold us. Let's see if they continue to assert their dominance here in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.